What's going on YouTube? I hope you are all well, wherever you are in the world, that you are having a great and kind, safe day, this business day. And we're going to go into the news. A few pieces of news. First, we're going to go start with the World Coin Index. We have Bitcoin at $11,482.06 USD, up 0.02%. We have Ethereum, $306.10, down 0.07%. We have Litecoin, 119.36 USD, down 0.69%. EOS, down 0.30%. Ripple, down 0.66%. Bitcoin Cash, down 0.79%. TRON, up 0.36%, and was even up further this past 24 to about 48 hours, 8%, but above it, a little above 8%. Ethereum Classic, 0.90%, Dash 1.72%. BGogo token, down 0.712%. To read into that BGogo token. Oh, trending. Tradove BBC up 40.15%. United Bitcoin up 30.19%. Tratok up 25.14%. Locust Chain up 2.24%. Serve up 0.22%. Mallcoin up 0.17%. Playchip up 16.79%. TMTG up 16.79%. Axe up 16.15%. And Crystal token up 15.98%. And Tarush down 32%. First Blood down 27%. X Gaming up down 26%. M2O down 24%. Bean down 24%. Cent World Coin down 14%. Veracity down 14%. Fortuna down 13%. Octoin coin, I've seen this before. Octoin coin down 13%. Veridoc Global, I'm not really sure. VDG down 12.40%. Okay, so on the trending, if you have these on these gains today, great, congratulations for you on your holdings of those tokens. Sesame Seed, we have in a top SR, 566 million votes, 610,232 votes for its SR. SR Tron Europe, 441,457,661 votes. BitGuild, 382,888, 195 votes. Tron 1, 486,042 votes. Tron Grid, 208, 534 votes. Tron Link, 335,721, 733 votes. Beats Coined, 333,321,698 votes. Tron Scan, 302,205, 303,205,766 votes. BitTorrent, 303,248,646 votes. Crypto Guy and ZA, 296, just shy of 300 million votes. TRX Market, just shy of about 295 million votes. Crypto Chain, just shy of about 285 million votes. Tron Wallet Me, about just shy of 275 million votes. Sky People, about 265 million votes. Tron Vietnam, about 200, just shy above 260 million votes. Tron Spark, 249, about 50 million votes. About 250 million votes. uTorrent, about 250 million votes. Justin Sun Tron, about 250 million votes. Infinity Stones, 206, about 207 million votes. Oh no, sorry, about 207 and a half. Somewhat shy of 206.5 million votes. Hit BTC 205 million, a little above 205 million votes. Crypto Night 203, yeah, about 203 and 3/4 to 204 million votes. TRX Ultra, well, I don't know what that is. 190 million votes. Miner Gate, about 190 million votes. About 189.5 million votes. Lian Jinshu, 184 million, a little above 184 million votes. Wowie Pool, just shy above 184 million votes. TRON Boom, just right above a little bit, 179 million votes. Crypto Diva SR, a bit above, almost to 175.5 million votes. So yeah, 179,500,000 votes, about 332,000. So we're going to listen to the Dalai Lama for a little bit, but first we're going to go a brief overview on what the news is going to be after the Dalai Lama. Listen to the Dalai Lama for a bit, and we have Crypto Daily, Movers, Shakers. Let's see, Blockchain Tell. No, we're going to go into Facebook Libra Scale Up or to disrupt banks, and we're going to look at the FinExtra appearing into Facebook's future, the WeChat of the Wild West, and yeah, I'm going to stick with those first. And we're going to jump right over into TRON price analysis through the crypto news. Found this article pretty technical on the price analysis, so good to read through that, most definitely. And then we have no special link down that I want to drop right now. That is for tomorrow, and we're going to talk about that right now and go over to the Dalai Lama. Hopefully the Dalai Lama is still talking. It seems like they're having a meeting, so most definitely it would be worthwhile to drop in and watch. But definitely as well on, we have 9 waiting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe. Wait, set the reminder. Reminders on. So BitTorrent Speed launch AMA with Justin Sun and Justin No, 2 Justins in of drop blockchain and the TRON blockchain. Time July 8th at 6 p.m. PDT time and platform on YouTube. So we will be here watching most definitely as well. Well, at this point it is the 8th. So BitTorrent Speed official launch live AMA. Today we are announcing the launch of BitTorrent Speed, the first use case of blockchain that will achieve mass adoption. Join our BitTorrent CEO Justin Sun and VP of Product Justin Knoll in celebrating the success and milestones of our team. There will be at the end for questions. Please leave your question in the chat box on the right. So we'll just say awesome. What kind of emojis we have? Maybe there's like a celebration Celebration emoji. Celebration emoji. Awesome. Oh, let's change that. YouTube. All right. Let's throw the. Where's the chat? Let's see. Going to go ahead and find. There we are. Right there. Right there. All right. So if there's chat, go ahead. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to throw on the YouTube chat as well. If you are in YouTube, you are in DLive, please let me know in the chat. I can see your chats there. And if you have questions about certain projects or otherwise that you'd like to see reviewed and overviewed on TRON Live News, Crypto Live News, then please let me know. I can go ahead and look into that further, most definitely. So for now, I'm going to bring the pop-out chat from this section there. All right, cool. Now I have the chat up in YouTube. Usually I already have the chat already up for live streaming, but all right, so definitely go ahead and catch AMA with Justin Sun and Justin Knoll tomorrow for a BitTorrent Speed launch. I'll be there most definitely watching away and integrating with the BitTorrent Speed protocol and platform product. So it's very exciting, very most definitely exciting and very cool, awesome technological stuff and advancements of blockchain and fintech in the way we transact and data. And when I say fintech, not so much like fintech of fiats, but like more like the technology type aspect of digital currency and the reward system of digital currency and how seeding files and the successes of seeding files and rewarding the retention rate of competency of how a file is seeded globally, and now with new protocol of earnings for companies, businesses, and individuals with BitTorrent Speed. So TRON price analysis, blockchain, BlockFX Gold news pieces related to the Libra blockchain overview. And so for now, let's go ahead and jump into watching the Dalai Lama for a bit, and then we'll go into the TRON price analysis. We'll see if there's I would think probably still streaming.
Facility for their children education and health, and then the younger generation give them some sort of training. Eventually they should return their own original country and rebuild their own country. So if possible, when they return their own land with certain equipment to rebuild country. Otherwise, you see, whole, the people, difficult area, all you see went to other country. That also not practical, not realistic. I feel that. So America, many years ago, one occasion in America, one meeting, or in Europe, in Germany, one Red Indian spiritual leader sent a message, and that message mentioned all white people should expel from American continent. American continent belongs to Red Indian. That also, you see, extreme. If it's the white people from America expelled, then I think that huge land, I think the native people cannot manage, I think, well. So now here, in this case also, you see, I'm sort of trying to promote through education. 7 billion human beings are same human being. Mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same. So we need oneness of 7 billion human beings.
Ron.
Isolated, lonely person. But when I feel we are same human being, same human brothers, sisters, with that feeling, wherever I go, no barrier. So we really need a sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. So, in any way, we are a social animal. Now, individuals' future depend on the community. Now, in modern time, today, 21st century, I think whole world, 7 billion human beings, actually one community. Human beings, one community. So, I feel the sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. And take care other. Take care other is best way to fulfill your own happiness. Here you see Buddhist concept, usually we say all sentient being, a mother sentient being. In reality, the limitless galaxies, different sort of sentient being there, this also mother sentient being, but no connection. Only this world, this planet. Within this planet, limitless insects, different lives, we can't do anything. Only 7 billion human beings, different language, but we can communicate because same human brain, same human heart. So, I dedicated my life as one of the 7 billion human beings, try to create compassionate 7 billion human beings through education, not necessarily to rely God, but through our own education, use our own brain.
You told us that the child before education, before education, happy, play with others, compassion, caring. Adults, after education, not compassion, not happy. So the conclusion is that it's not that teachers should teach children, but teachers should learn from children. Children should teach
As we
teachers.
already discussed, existing education system is not adequate to bring happy individual. So education should include education, as I mentioned earlier, right from the beginning, hygiene of emotion. And then in education should include education about this, also the inner world within this brain. There are so many minds, so many emotions. These should learn. On many occasions, about 40 years, I have serious discussion with scientists, mainly cosmology and new biology, and then physics, particularly quantum physics, and then psychology. Marve, Shivati. So, very useful to learn each other. So therefore, the scientists, when psychology, when we discuss, then they very much appreciate to learn more about mental system according ancient Indian sort of tradition. We are students of ancient Indian knowledge. I usually say teaching Indian. The traditionally Indian, our teacher, we are student. But now today, doubt. Ancient Indian student, I think better knowledge than ancient our teacher, Indian. That also the Britisher. You, I think, completely neglected about India's traditional sort of value and knowledge about mind. In this respect, I also have some sort of, different view. Gandhiji, wonderful, really. But he totally committed ahimsa, non-violence. Wonderful. But then his knowledge about ancient Indian sort of knowledge, the system of mind, emotion, whether he sufficient knowledge or not, I doubt. Pandit Nehru, not much knowledge, these things. More looks like westernized, but Pandit Nehru, very, very kind to us, very helpful, really helpful. And I received a lot of realistic advice from him. Wonderful. But his knowledge about ancient Indian, also the deeper sort of knowledge, I doubt. And Radha Krishna looks to see better, but a deeper level, I doubt. So we in Tibet, 20, 30 years study these ancient Indian knowledge, as I briefly mentioned before. So I am one individual human being who whole my life, the difficult life. Age 16, I lost my freedom. Age 24, I lost my own country. There are a lot of problems. But during these difficult period, the ancient Indian thought, immense help to keep peace of mind. So you see, through my own experience now, this ancient Indian knowledge is how to tackle our emotion. It's immense helpful. So they go. Democracy side. So ultimately, our motivation and combine sincere, warm-heartedness, but dull here is not much useful. So brilliant brain and warm-heartedness combined, then very good. Then become very useful. Very good. Yes.
Holiness, actually, if somebody is a real educator, such teacher who wanted to become a teacher, those educators, those teachers, they try their best. Many of them, they try their best to bring children or students in morality, to teach them life as human beings should live. They try their best, but they cannot find a room for such their attempts. They are completely suppressed in this system of education which we have nowadays. I mean that many of them, they try to do also their own lessons of moral education. They do. And there is a lot of different directions of moral education, value education, and bringing traditions in different countries, and moral education as such, so on. But there is no room for that, because because the main demand for them is to give such results which could be counted by this system. And in these frames of this system, this policy became now the global one, not only in US, not only in Europe, but also in India, in Russia. True. Everywhere, educators suffer by themselves. First, they want to do their best. They cannot do their best as educators. Do you believe that our initiative can be successful, and we can really come to a result of this World Forum of educators from globally, and we can really influence educational policy of education? Do you believe in that?
Some university in Delhi, I think annually can arrange this kind of meeting. And expenses, the Lama's trust is he can make some.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that.
Oh.
It's being recorded.
So.
It's been.
And then also I mentioned we are now already sort of planning some teachers training at Dharamsala College. We provided facility, rooms on these things. We have something. Previously, some Tibetan from Tibet. Now they're much less. So some extra sort of rooms there. So it is very much sort of today happy to offer. So teachers training. Could you do it?
At this moment, we planned a 6-month certificate course in the government college, which was just day before passed by the Himachal University. And it is 6 months course, which includes a preliminary introduction of all the ancient Indian wisdom. And that is experiment basis the government college in Dharamshala is going to. And then we also given 3 days or 2 days teachers training for the secular ethics in about 40 different schools in India. And the 5-day trained teachers were about 2,000 teachers are covered. And it is an ongoing project. And after some time, then His Holiness has visioned a kind of full-time teachers training might be conducted in Dharamshala, because we have some empty spaces for conducting such courses, and that is just under planning. And once the experiment basis, we are giving training to the secular ethics, they may need some more regular training who can become the trainers for the other teachers. So these are the ongoing projects. And at the same time, His Holiness also visioned to introduce the ancient Indian wisdom to the regular school curriculum, for which we have set up an expert committee, about 7 scholars of the various traditions, and we already make a curriculum from KG to class 8, and then class 9, 10, 11, we are still under process. And after completion of this preparation of the courses, and we are going to experiment into the various school level. And if the first experiments have become successful, then we may approach to the education ministry or the boards, so it become a regular course for all the school
So
subjects.
I think, should fix some sort of time kasa.
Timetable.
Oh, time frame. Then from foreign countries also, you see, can join some teachers training here. And also, you see, in Delhi, some universities, you see, some sort of period when they're around Christmas period or something. You see, you can make some program and then invite from different countries. Of course, limited number. I think, as I mentioned earlier, firstly, India itself now should revive these things. So, some, I think, in Delhi University.
To have a brief argument with you, may I? Because you are repeatedly emphasizing Indian tradition.
Yes.
And also, although you emphasize secular and you want to go beyond religion,
Yes.
but at the same time, you keep all of everything you say, including yourself, Your Holiness, emanate from religious traditions. So I see the reason why you say it, that you want to go beyond religion so that it's more acceptable to everybody, what you want to do in education and so on. But at the same time, considering modern society, all the violence that has been talked about, or modern media, the technology, how can we build a school culture that is actually deeply religious, that is where the sacred is present? Because I think self-inquiry, self-awareness, understanding oneself, meditative practices, silence, along with modern education is equally important. So if you keep emphasizing the absence of religion, not in a ritualistic sense, I don't mean ritual and chanting and all that, or Islam or Buddhism or Christianity or Hinduism, but the spirituality, is it not also essential in education? Why do you keep denying that? Why do you keep talking about, I know you do it for practical reason, but at the heart of it is a religious mind. Are you not talking about a religious mind, a deeply religious, not in a particularistic sense, but in a bigger sense, in a deeper sense?
And firstly, I think warm-heartedness, compassionate dogs, no religion, no faith, but they very much appreciate this compassionate attitude. When you show dogs, not only just sort of a few pieces of bread or something, But meanwhile, showing loving kindness, then dog very much appreciate. Without that, just give some bread. They take the bread, no response. If you show them affection. So, social animal, whether we call religion or not, these deeper, or say the emotion which bring together, that's there. So we emphasize on that level. Then, like I think these Nalanda masters, they are Buddhist, but they learn a lot of things from non-Buddhist tradition. So religion, faith, individual business, these are our common sort of value. So we can do that. And within Buddhist, the Chitta Mantra and the Madhyamika, among those scholars of different school of thought, a lot of argument. In the meantime, learning each other. So, okay, no problem. I think we can make distinction, religious faith, and then certain sort of concept come from religious thing. But you should take, as I mentioned earlier, kasa, academic subject. Okay, no problem. This very room, I have, as I mentioned earlier, several meetings with scientists, and they learn many things from Buddhist psychology, but they remain as a scientist, no problem. And also, I myself describe half Buddhist monk, half scientist, but still my sort of belief is religion, Buddha Dharma, no problem. And then, as I learned from sort of a scientist, there is no Mount Meru. The 1,000 years Buddhist text mentioned Mount Meru, and the sun and the moon go like that. So and the size of sun and moon, more or less, is the same size. So then sometimes I jokingly express the text, who wrote that text, Bosuband. So when he wrote that text, his age quite old, so his eyesight not very good. Then cloudy day, he tried to look the size of sun. He found more or less same size. So these are nonsense.
Excuse me, Your Holiness. I don't want to interrupt because this is a fantastic conversation we're having, but I'm just noticing the time.
Yes.
I'm just wondering we might be able to continue the conversations maybe during lunch.
Yes.
If that's okay for you, because we're pushing the time just now.
Yes, and may I say last word of thanking Your Holiness for great contribution, so valuable contribution for our conference, because we have a lot of ideas to discuss during our next session on education. And certainly from our side, as philosophers of education and educators, we'll take our own responsibility to take care of the system of education, policy of education in the world, to create this room for moral education in this modern education. That is our real responsibility, and that's why we will be working for this World Forum after 1 year, so we'll initiate it, and then we hope after 1 year we'll be able to invite Your Holiness to attend this World Forum, which will be not just 15 participants, but some hundreds of participants from all countries.
Very good. You, this lady, I know since many years, Russian. So geographically, Russia is the bridge between West and East, isn't it? Now she also now acting that way. So one day, this kind of meeting, I think the Moscow University, Marbe,
Moscow State University.
Moscow State University, you see, showing special interest, and including, we call Tukdam, person who passed, after death, physical remain very fresh. So some equipment already you see, kept in Bangalore. So Russian really, you see, showing a special interest. So then these people from different countries now really showing genuine interest. So this is interest for humanity. How to build better world, happier world, peaceful world. That's our goal. And this brilliant human brain should not use how to make weapons to kill other. No. This wonderful brain should utilize how to bring peaceful world, happy world. So now, in order to happy individual, stomach fulfill, important. Food, very important. Now come.
Thank you, Your Holiness, dear delegates. Thank you very much for a very meaningful dialogue. Please, dear delegates, if you need to use the washroom before we go for lunch, you can go downstairs. Please.
Video, but Nick, for your comment, will Facebook's Libra scale up to disrupt banks? There's a massive opportunity. SOM Timmy 412. All right, yeah. So there's massive opportunity for Scotland to become a global center for the crypto community. So basically, Freer is talking about using blockchain technology for modern societal things like purchasing a drink in Scott with like a Scott coin, fearing that he's misplaced it, the legitimacy that you can use cryptocurrency, right? And that people don't really understand. Where's the scroller? Don't really understand blockchain technology, but going into the workings at that time, and then fast forwarding a few moons, Freer had the opportunity to speak to a handful of the wise men who had made cryptocurrency their specialist subject when they descended on Edinburgh last week. Titan Ventures co-founder Michael Nye and industry experts Charles Reed and Andrew Strong were in Scotland to address the latest cohort of companies invited to the Wayra blockchain an artificial intelligence accelerator at the University of Edinburgh's Bayes Center. Cryptocurrency, or crypto, has been a blockbuster financial news story over the last few weeks ahead of the launch of Facebook's new cryptocurrency, Libra. Libra is a development in the money transfer that many commentators believe will disrupt the banking sector, central banks, and possibly even rival the dollar as a new global unit currency. So, global unit, it's basically wants to compete the dollar, is what this may be possibly saying if that were to occur. And the first everyday implementation of crypto could spark the mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. By the same token, excuse the pun, other industry observers have asked questions about Facebook motivations, whether or not Libra is really about financial inclusion for the developing world, and how fellow tech and payment giants who are not partners to the project, Amazon, an obvious example, will react. The Geneva-based not-for-profit Libra blockchain project, backed by the likes of eBay, MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, Spotify, and Uber, faces significant privacy and security challenges. This includes indications that regulatory authorities in the US and EU will challenge Libra at every turn. When I caught up with Nye, Reed, and Strong, the Libra story wasn't too far from any of their lips. Nye says he sees both positives and negatives with Libra, while admitting that an individual financial data is highly vulnerable. Reed opines that Libra will take, I think that says opinions, like opinion, that Libra will take a lot of power away from central authorities, and talked about Facebook potential given its multi-platform offerings like Instagram and WhatsApp. Strong thinks Libra is a good thing because it will bring awareness of the crypto to the man in the street. So, we keep talking about that. I keep hearing the move language and the ability of smart contract layering on the Libra blockchain. So that's the big aspect here of my interest. So anyways, Nick Jones, CEO and founder of soon-to-be-launched Zumo app, says it's great to see the blockchain and crypto community developing so rapidly in Edinburgh. There is a massive opportunity for Scotland to establish itself as one of the global centers for this emerging sector, especially in fintech, with a depth of experience in the space. Having Michael Nye and other top influencers visit the Wayra Accelerator is a real bonus for us alumni, as we can access their expert knowledge. As we prepare to publicly launch Zumo and prepare to scale from our current team of 20, it's reassuring to see that Edinburgh can attract top talent in this area. A second high quality intake of startups. Starting the Wayra program really validates this. In conversation with Jones and Wayra Accelerator mentor Daniel Lesnick, both identified a few of the exciting startups to watch from the current cohort. Sage City is creating a blockchain network that utilizes so-called side chains to help organizations improve efficiency and lower costs. Ocyan is an infrastructure platform that enables cloud applications to scale up in the blockchain space, and Trace is helping business locate, protect, and visualize data. Is that it? Yeah. So a little bit about the comments about scalability of the Libra and maybe outside application utility of Libra in certain other protocols. But let's go. So we'll look at the Libra stakers. We got a Libra consortium so far with 27 members. So we got some interesting facts. And the association, Facebook Libra. We got Mercy Corps, Women's World Banking, Kiva, Booking Holdings, Addressin, Herowitz, Farfetch, Iliad, MasterCard. So they got 270 billion market cap, and under their wing, Uber, PayU, Mercado Pago, Coinbase, PayPal, right? $134 billion market cap. Creative 3, looks like Destination. Here's the destination. Anyways, Bison Trails, a 551 billion market cap is the Facebook in Calibra, right? There where the Lino chain is, or the it's got this Lino chest in the way there. There, Facebook in Calibra. So, Zappo, Anchorage, eBay, 34 billion market cap, and Spotify under the wing there. And we've got, I can't read that. Stripe, Lyft, Visa, 380 billion market cap, Thrive Capital, Ribbit Capital, USV, Union Square Ventures, Vodafone, 43 billion market cap, Mercy Corps. Yeah, the Women's World Banking. Interesting facts: Visa and MasterCard, PayPal as well. No traditional bank. 3 significant crypto players. 2 large retailers. No Amazon, Uber, and Lyft. Quite a few VCs and funds. Facebook is represented as Calibra. So, based upon this, yeah, this is a really extensive white paper. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into DevTech Hour, and when we go into DevTech Hour on Matrix After Hours, we will definitely we're going to go through entire Libra white paper like this. So it's like own section, and we're going to continue with our Tron Live Crypto Live News, and basically our agenda here like that. So I want to go through the Libra blockchain white paper. We went through a little piece of news on its scaling, like that, very bit interesting. And now we're going to go through Tron price analysis, and we're going to close out. And once more, don't forget AMA, July 8th, today, 6 p.m. PDT time, on the platform on YouTube, right here. You see it right there. I've got the reminders on. Liked, subscribe. Yes, subscribe to BitTorrent here. So right there, go over to BitTorrent, subscribe. I'll have all the links and the recaps on these videos on YouTube, so no need to worry. And AMA with Justin Sun and Justin Null for BitTorrent and Tron Foundation and the BitTorrent Speed launch. So let's go into Tron price analysis and close out this stream. Tron Live News, Crypto Live News for the day. So we have Tron price analysis. Tron indicates moderate price shift. TRX to swim out, drop soon. Tron TRX price reflects the moderate change in price in the past 1 month. The price drop remains less effective on Tron. The crypto market is suffering from a price drop. The dripping of price started last week and was expected to improve by the weekend, but there is no sign of improvement. The coins tried to pick up in the last 2 days, but again, the coins are drenched in red color. Tron is also victimized by the same market pressure. Surprisingly, the coin kept the price around 0.032 USD. The opening and closing price of June in Tron are not much difference. TR's current statistics. The Tron price chart is taken from TradingView on the 7th of July 2019 at 3:10 UTC for price analysis. So the price chart is indicating the movement of Tron TRX from the last month until now. The coin opened up with an upsurge of the price on the first day of June. The coin changed the price from the 0.032 to 0.040. The escalation marked was 25.54%. Later, the coin dropped from 0.40 to 0.040 to 0.029 and marked 27.60 loss on the chart. So that's everyone taking the certain scales on the chart. So people entered in most definitely around a lower rate, and then they exited out right there on a higher rate, which is called taking profits off the top, and then scalping on the way down. Well, and then that's that 26% taken off the top. Another major drop took place when dropped from 0.040 to 0.02. Okay, so that was that was the 24.22%. However, the coin took the blow on the chest with high spirit, and the aggregate loss in price was of 1.33%. July opened with a moderate loss in the chart, though though the market was drenched in blood. TRON stood still. Surprisingly, in the last 6 days, the coin has booked a profit of 0.86%, as the price on the first day of the month was 0.031 and now is at 0.032. So we got the particulars of TRON. The rank is at 10 at the time of the article. So we got a market cap and 24-hour volume ROI since opening, and a circulating supply. So TRON price prediction in conclusion: TRON has held itself strong during the price drop. The same is good indication of the future. An ongoing month is expected to bring a lot of things for the coin. The currency might touch the 0.040 by the end of July. Towards the year end, TRON would be dealing near 0.50. The traders interested in TRON can dig in for huge dividends in the long term. So, if you're all in on TRON, not financial advice, can I give you financial advice? I'm not a financial advisor, but for myself, when I went into this blockchain space, basically I moved over from a lot of Canadian company stock market sectors into the TRON blockchain asset, which was still in ERC20, and currently, obviously, working within the space and building what we're building, it's not the price that matters, but it's what we're building within the blockchain and how the blockchain scales and how the technology is long term, and how we're dealing in a community together in its delegations and in the space, basically all together in a harmonious space, and to see long term what the latter difference is. So, God bless your kind hearts. Thanks for joining on TRON Live, Crypto Live News. We will see you back very, very soon. We're going to be having our next time of Matrix After Hours, going to some DApp games, DApp protocols, and different applications. And we'll be covering back on TRON Live News, Crypto Live News, the BitTorrent AMA, and catch that. And then we'll see you back also on Twitter on the live streams. So, most definitely, thank you for joining. It's always great. It's always cool. Definitely got to see teachings of the Dalai Lama. So, and thank you for joining for the news today. Once more, God bless you, kind hearts, wherever you are in the world today. Have a great and safe, compassionate day, helping out each other in the world. Also, subscribe, smash the like if you love all things TRON Live News, Crypto Live News, blockchain, and compassionate togetherness in the world as one race, the human race. Cheers.